Hey guys, my name is Jennifer and I am Jenofeve Designs. In the last video we made our inside journal covers. We made 3 or 4 actually. Where's the other one? The other one's over there. And I completely forgot about something. Yesterday is when I filmed the inside journal covers. And I mean, I literally completely forgot. Yesterday was a very stressful day in American politics. And I don't talk about politics on here. I don't express opinions, and I'm not going to express an opinion today. It was just a very stressful, gut-wrenching situation. And while I was prepping and filming, you know, all of these things were happening, and I completely forgot about something that I added to the scrap journal add-on for the Basically Amazing to help with this situation of making covers or booklets out of the main base pages. And when I was prepping for today's video, because we were going to make the inside pages, I found it. And I was like, oh shoot. So I debated on refilming or deleting the footage of where we made this journal, inside journal cover, and redoing it, but I decided to leave it in that video and just refilm or film this video for you guys, because I mean, things happen. I forgot that I even added this in. So anyway, so today I'm going to show you how to use this thing that I forgot. So it is in the Basically Amazing Scrap Journal add-on, and it is page 27. So this is the main base page spines. Well, what that means is you take this, there's 3 of them on one page, and you take this and you use the main base pages and you can make it into a booklet. Okay. So I printed this off onto white cardstock. On one side I printed the plain on one side, and on the back side I had printed one of the digital papers that come with the scrap journal add-on. So I just cut one section away, and I'm going to put this one away for other use because we might have to make more. And then in the Basically Amazing Foundations, on page 7A, see, this is, we printed 2 of these out to make this this journal cover over here. So what I did was, I'm going to need the 7A template, the main base page template. So I'm going to put this away. I printed off, let's see, I have printed off 2 pages of this background design from the add-on scrap journal onto white cardstock, and on the other side I printed 2 more of these sheets of the, is it Sophia's Garden from Antique Papery? I printed 2 more of those backgrounds because I figured, or those digital papers, I figured if I end up using this one, I almost did the exact same too, but I could still use this one and just make another inside journal cover. Okay, so I'm going to put that one aside. There is a video playlist for this album right here that we have been making. There's a video playlist start to finish, step by step, and I will link that up here and down below. So yeah, you can follow along right along with this step by step, very detailed videos if you want to make one or more of these. So I've already started to trim one of these down, so I stopped so I could explain how I'm doing that. So this was obviously a full sheet just like this. And you see I didn't print page 7A. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay this on here exactly where I want it. Let's see, I wonder, let's see. I'm going to try to come up a little bit so I get more of the pink flower. So I'm just laying this on here like this. And I'm going to trace the top and the bottom exactly, and then I'm just going to mark the width on these. Obviously that I'm going to trim that off. because this is the main base page template, and then this is the mat for the main base page, but we don't need the mat right now. I'm going to try to get this off. Here we go. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to get my paper trimmer back out. I'm going to trim the white edge off on this side. I'm going to trim the top and bottom. So I'm trimming the top and the bottom. Like that. And then where I marked the width here, oh, I'm not going to be able to see very well. Oh, there it is. So I'm going to place it on my mark. If I can see it. I think that's my mark. And then I'm going to add 1/4 of an inch. Just like we did when we made the other two. Just like I did when we made these. We just added 1/4 of an inch to the width, not the height. Okay, so these two should be exactly the same. They are. Alright, so I'm going to take a minute and ink. Let's see. Wait a minute. Well, I might not ink yet, actually. Let's get the scoreboard out, and we're going to score this piece here. Right down the center. This is a We Are Memory Keepers scoreboard and a stylus. I have an Amazon list specifically for this project if you want to check out the different things that I'm using. Everything should be listed in there. And then I'm going to burnish this. Whoops, did I score it crooked or cut it crooked? I may have cut it crooked. Burnish this both ways. So now you can do it 2 ways. You could, if you wanted to, you could attach this here. You could attach it like it's like got a spine on the outside of the paper and then mat this. That's totally fine. Or you can flip it this way and have it attached, have it attached like this so it kind of blends in with the background paper, and I think that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to attach my papers to the white side of the spine piece and not this side. So I'm going to try to cover this whole area with tape or glue. You could use glue if you wanted to. Let's see, should I use, I'm going to use, this is 3/4 of an inch. I'm going to use this and then maybe the 3/8, but I'm not going to get super close to the score mark. So I'm going to run all the way down this edge here. So I was like, when I realized I forgot all about this, I was just like, really? I mean, I added this for this reason, and I don't know, and to make the pages into booklets for, you know, this reason, and for inside pages, you know, so you could make a larger set of pages. So I was just, I guess that's how flustered I was about the day's events that was unfolding. So anyway. So now I'm going to add, I think I'm just going to do the 3/8 along the other edge. Oops, now my husband is calling. Okay, so then I'm going to burnish that tape into place. Just like that. And we shall, I think I'm going to do this one on the front cover, like that. So I'm going to remove the tape backing. Super simple. This is super easy. I'm going to line it up. little piece of excess tape here. And then I'm going to flip it around and add this back piece. Same thing, I'm going to line it up. Yeah, making sure I didn't go over my score there, and I didn't. So basically all you're leaving exposed is the score mark on that piece. And trim off some of that extra, there's a little bit extra tape there. Right, so there's the back side. So you can't, because of the paper that I chose, that I printed on the inside of this journal cover, whoops, and I printed the same paper, oh, and it's upside down. It doesn't, the spine piece is upside down. I wasn't paying attention to that, now was I? But because they're the same, you can't tell that I have attached these two pages together like that. So, I'm going to burnish this again. And before we ink, oh, let me open it up. I'm going to notch the piece here with the regular old office hole punch. And then I'm going to take a minute and I'm going to ink the whole thing inside and out. And I will be right back. Alrighty. So it's inked up inside and out, and so you can't really even tell that there is an actual spine in there, but inside and out, right? And it does the exact same thing as these do, and it's the exact same width as these. It's just made of 3 pieces instead of 1. So let me show you. Right, where this one was made of 2 pieces because we used one of the fins from the, not one of the fins, one of the tabs from the actual page. So again, this one didn't get quite as wide. It's about not a quarter of, it's not quite shy a quarter of an inch, but it's not wide enough to accommodate several different pages inside. So maybe we'll cut this down and just use this as a page. We'll see. I haven't decided yet. So, but anyway, so I wanted to show you that much easier way of making a wider journal cover when you have to take 2 of the pages and put them together. Okay, does that make sense? Am I making sense? So yeah, so now I guess there's several different ways for you to make these little journal covers. And keep in mind as well, you can make the pages for the bigger journals this way, the way we made this one in the last video. I will link that video specifically right there so you can see what I'm talking about. You can make the pages specifically like this, or you can actually make the pages using that additional spine that I included in the scrap journal, and just trace out the template perfectly and cut it out perfectly instead of adding that quarter of an inch. So remember, the journal, the inside journal covers, inside covers, you need to add a quarter of an inch to the width of your main base page, whatever size you're using, because the main base pages will fit inside very nicely as pages and not stick out the journal cover, okay? I'll show you another example of that. So this is the journal cover for this section right here. Well, this, I actually thought of something. I shouldn't show you that. I'll show you that. I'll show you that later. Let me get you a different book. I had an idea last night. So I went ahead and put like a quick little thing together, and I'll be showing you that soon. Okay, so let's use this. This is the same size paper, or page, main base page. So here's the cover. The only difference between this cover and this cover is that I sewed it and doubled. I have double as like a coffee stain paper on one side, and I think this is 60-pound cardstock on the other. Not sure. I can't remember. But anyway, so I added the quarter of an inch onto the edge of the covers, and then the pages themselves are the main base pages. So, but you see, the only thing sticking out is the 2 covers, the front and back covers. So it's just cleaner and neater. If you don't care about that, you don't have to worry about it. Okay, you guys, okay. that is all I have for you guys today. I just wanted to share that really quick. I completely forgot about it. You guys are going to have to forgive me. Even though I created it, I completely forgot I added it. But it is definitely well worth doing it this way. It's a lot easier. It's a lot cleaner looking. Yeah. So we might end up making this just a page. We can just cut it down to the size that we need, just a little bit, just a sliver shorter than it already is, and maybe we can use this as a page. So we'll see. But anyway, all right, that's all I have for you guys. I will see you next time. Bye.